Nice to meet you. You're Scott's wife, Rachel?
Yes, nice to meet you.
I'd like to talk to you. Do you have a moment now?
Who is this? How do you know my number?
My name is Sarah. I used to work for the same company as your husband. I had just joined the company, so he was my trainer. I asked him for your number.
I see. I didn't know he was training a newbie.
He was a very nice trainer.
By the way, what do you need from me?
Yes, this is very important. Actually, I've been dating Scott for about 7 years now.
What? What do you mean by dating?
We love each other.
Love each other? My husband is married to me.
Of course, I know that.
So you knew he is married and you were dating him?
Yes, 7 years ago, Scott, my trainer, and I, the trainee, fell in love. I still believe that we are meant to be.
In other words, you were having an affair with him, is that correct? For 7 years? 7 years ago, I think that's the time we got married. You guys have been dating before we got married?
That is right. At that time, he chose you and I couldn't be his wife. But now we don't know which of us he is serious.
Hey, this is not some kind of joke?
I wouldn't text to tell a wife something like this as a joke.
Right.
Scott and I have a 4-year-old daughter.
What? A 4-year-old daughter? My youngest daughter is 4 years old too. I mean, you kept it a secret for 7 years. Why are you telling me now? Are you asking me to break up or something?
No, there is no need to. It seems that he doesn't want to get divorced either. And I am quite satisfied with my life as it is now.
But your daughter has no father, right? Are you raising her by yourself?
It's fine. Scott comes to our house and plays the role of a father.
That's why he's not around on weekends. And when he spends so much money on drinking and golf, actually it was for...
He gives us enough money every month to live on, so we don't have any problems on living. I don't want to destroy your family either.
You've kind of destroyed it already. Then why did you tell me?
I'm thinking of letting my daughter take piano lessons.
Why not? That's a good idea. There's no need to ask for permission, is there?
But in order for her to practice piano as much as she wants, we need to move to a soundproof apartment.
Oh, okay.
Plus, if I buy a piano and let her take lessons, I'll need more money than that.
Well, if you're going to put that much effort into it, I'm sure you will.
That's why I wanted Scott to give us more money.
Excuse me?
I heard that you managed the living expense, so I reached to you directly.
Do you mean that we have to give money from our family's budget to a woman who is having an affair? Is that why you told me about the affair you have been continuing for the past 7 years?
I was going to keep it a secret from you, but it's for my daughter's sake. I had no choice. You work from home, right? We depend on Scott's money and we're having a hard time.
If that's the case, why don't you work?
I am having a hard time raising my daughter.
I mean, I have 2 children, but I work.
Anyway, we've reached the limit to make ends meet with his savings and allowance, so please give us some of your money.
I give him quite a lot of money every month, and now that I know it's being used for you and the child, I feel like not to give him any more. And now you want me to give you even more money? Do you realize how selfish you are?
We won't destroy your family. I'm just asking for money. Is that a problem?
You're the type of person who doesn't understand. Fine.
I'm glad you understand. Then can you transfer the money today?
No, I can't do it today. Anyway, I'd like to confirm things with my husband. If it's about money, it's not something I can answer right now. Would it be alright if I talk to you later?
Yes, but I would like her to start taking piano lessons as soon as possible. Please reach me as soon as you can.
It was truly shocking. It is true that my husband is very busy and spends very little time at home. However, when he is home, he is a good father who often plays with the children. When I asked him when he came home that night, he admitted to cheating on me and apologized.
Ma'am, it has been almost a week now. Since that day, have you considered about it? My daughter is looking forward to going to a class soon.
I checked with my husband right after that, and he admitted it. So I decided to believe your story.
Okay, so what about the money?
We cannot support you financially, so I refuse.
What? My beautiful daughter has a talent for the piano. Are you going to crush her talent? How can you do such a terrible thing?
That has nothing to do with us.
It does, because her dad is Scott. She's your husband's child.
We're getting divorced.
What? Divorce? No, I didn't ask for that. What are you doing?
We've thought it over. I think it's difficult to manage 2 families' finances on my husband's income.
That may be so, but...
So he should divorce me and be together with you.
Wait, I'm sure you can manage your family finance with your income.
So you want me to give you all of my husband's income? That's very arrogant of you.
We don't have any money, so there's nothing we can do. Without his income, my daughter and I will starve.
That's because you don't work.
I told you I'm busy raising my daughter, didn't I?
That's just an excuse. In fact, I am raising 2 children myself. I work in between.
That's,
Today I'm discussing divorce with my husband with a lawyer.
Oh no!
I'm leaving everything else to him. I believe he's going to your place. So you guys decide the rest. You should officially become husband and wife and raise your daughter together.
I don't think that's a good idea. I want things to stay the way they are.
I can't now that I know about the affair. I can't live the same way.
But you have 2 kids, right? Wouldn't they be better to stay with Dad?
Yes, but it's better to be divorced and raise myself than to live with a man who cheated on me. My kids and I will be moving out soon, so you guys cannot reach me anymore. I don't think they would want to know that their father is a man who cheated on his wife before they were married.
But don't you feel sorry for Scott? He won't be able to see his children.
He cheated on me. He deserves it.
What?
So don't worry. You can marry Scott.
I told you I'm not asking you to divorce or remarry.
Why? If he divorces me and remarry you, he can spend his income on you. Up until now, I've been managing his money, but that will be gone. It's good for you.
I'm not interested in destroying other people's families.
It's already over. 7 years ago when you started dating my husband.
But you only found out recently.
I did find out recently, but if he has been cheating on me for the past 7 years, then we were over from 7 years ago.
That's not my fault.
No, I think my husband is the worst. That's why I'm divorcing him.
Please don't divorce him. I feel sorry for him.
I have no compassion for people who cheat. Well, I have to go see my lawyer now. So if you'll excuse me.
Wait a minute. Don't get divorced. He'll be sad.
The woman who introduced herself as Sarah said some mysterious things, so I discussed it with my lawyer. He suggested me that he would do a background check on her, so he started to investigate her while we proceeded a divorce. I told my husband not to see her until the investigation was done, and finally I was able to get the results that I can satisfy.
Hey, why is Scott moving in with us? Please don't do anything without asking me.
The lease is under Scott's name, and the person living there is someone he has been with for many years and his daughter. So it's natural that he would move in there after divorcing me.
That's true, but...
Then I don't see any problem with Scott living with you.
There are many problems. I only need him to come see us a few times a week.
Is that because you don't want your real boyfriend to find out?
What? What are you talking about? What do you mean by a real boyfriend? I don't have anyone else.
There's no point in playing dumb. I thought something was wrong, so we investigated you.
What?
Sarah, you have another boyfriend, don't you? Perhaps your daughter is his child.
My child is definitely Scott's child.
If you don't say so, you won't get any money from Scott.
What's up with you? Do you have any proof? I won't forgive you if you insult me without any proof.
I looked up the date of birth of your daughter and calculated backwards.
Huh?
That was when Scott was on a long business trip. He was abroad for about 3 months. Isn't it strange to have a child?
There could be some time gap. Besides, your daughter is 4 years old, right?
My daughter's birthday is 6 months after yours. It was the year I got pregnant, so I remembered he had to go on a long business trip. I was able to know the truth because our children are the same age. I certainly don't have any clear evidence, but what would Scott do if he found out about this?
Don't tell me you told him.
So your daughter is not Scott's child?
So what? My real boyfriend doesn't make much money. So I'm just pretending that she's Scott's child for the time being. He is happy believing it. It would be better for him not to tell anything unnecessary.
Well, it's none of my business. Do as you please. Anyway, I've already told Scott. But you guys have to pay me the child support.
What? Child support?
Yes, when you told me about the affair, You were prepared for this situation, weren't you? If you had kept it quiet, I wouldn't have known, but you reached and told me you are having an affair. It's like you want to pay me the child support.
Why would I pay? I'm the one who gets paid, right?
I don't understand how you can get that idea. For 7 years, you knew my husband was married. You guys were cheating on me, right? Then I have the right to ask for the child support.
I've already told you that we don't have that kind of money.
I've been telling you for a while now that you should work.
I was getting money from Scott because I didn't want to work.
It seems like he has been paying you a lot of money. Thanks to you, he has no more savings. Now he's penniless.
That's what he wanted to do for me.
In other words, you lied to him that she's his child and steal his money though. Depending on the case, but he may also ask you to take the responsibility. Well, it doesn't matter to me. From now on, you guys have to pay me. The child support for 2 children, so I'm sure it's going to be tough.
That's not my business.
But it seems like he's planning to remarry you. I know it's going to be tough, but please work hard and pay.
Wait! Don't put me in trouble. You know I have a real boyfriend. I don't want Scott if he doesn't have any money.
Please tell him that directly. I've already decided to ask for the child support and we've already got divorced. You are no longer of any concern to me.
Oh no. I'll return him to you, so come and get him. I don't need him.
No, thank you.
My real boyfriend is coming. Please, let me live my life as before. Why don't you just stay with him and live as you have been doing?
We can't go back to the way we were before. Why do I have to listen to all of your favors?
I'll do anything what you ask.
Then suffer.
No, hey! Scott started to bring in his stuff. There's no way 3 of us can live in this small apartment.
Well, he has already moved out of our house, but he doesn't have much stuff, so you should be fine. He sold things which he collected as a hobby to earn money to pay you. It seems like he really cares about your family over there.
That's not good. If my real boyfriend found out, I'd be in trouble.
You're lucky I saved you the trouble of explaining it to him.
Please, I don't need him anymore. I'll give him back.
I don't need him too.
I'm sorry I had an affair, so please go back to the way things were. Please take him back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to move out, so I have to go.
Wait.
I'm sure you guys will receive a letter from my lawyer regarding the child support. Please work hard and pay it.
I beg you, please help me, Rachel. My real boyfriend is coming. Hey, please help me.
Eventually, it was discovered that the daughter was not Scott's child. Sarah was also demanded to return the money Scott had paid until now. She had no choice but to work. She is now exhausted from hard work, day and night. On the other hand, Scott is asking me to get back together, but I have been ignoring him. How can a person who cheated on his wife be forgiven? The world is not that easy. By the way, Sarah's real boyfriend found out about the whole thing. He took her daughter, his own child, to his parents' home and raised her with his own hands. Of course, he decided to keep his distance from Sarah.